Paul Brown claims that Marc Cucurella is aware that his future at Chelsea is not bright at the moment. He told Give Me Sport that the Spaniard is aware that he is not currently part of Mauricio Pochettino's plans at Stamford Bridge. Ben Chilwell was clearly first choice in the team, and he was under heavy pressure from Ian Maatsen. The Blues hope the Dutchman signs a new contract to secure his services for the future. This makes things difficult for Cucurella, who has struggled to deal with the pressure that comes with his 60-minuters move from Brighton. Brown now claims that the player is actually aware that his future is not bright at the moment. He said, "Yeah, that transfer window ended in a very strange way for Cucurella, because I think he really believed he was on his way to Manchester United, and then he suddenly played in a Carabao Cup tie, and the move fell through, materialized. So I think he is in limbo. He was told he could leave, but that didn't happen. So he now knows that he is not one of the players the manager wants to use. It will be difficult for him. The transfer window is still open in other countries. Whether someone else comes in for him, that's still possible too. But it's hard to see him forcing his way into the Chelsea team. I think he's going to have to hope for some injuries to get back out there and running." Chelsea is ready to let Malang Sarr leave the club, and several clubs in Turkey are monitoring the situation. The talented defender came to Stamford Bridge with high hopes that he could develop into one of the best defenders in football, but he has yet to get the playing time needed to make that happen. He spent last season on loan with French giants Monaco, but the League One club chose not to grant him a permanent move to the club and sent him back to Stamford Bridge. But Sarr has been completely absent at Chelsea and has not made a single matchday squad this season. The former France under-21 star could now secure another loan with the transfer window in Turkey still open until September 15th. With a number of clubs reportedly interested in a deal, according to Football Insider. His dreams of success at Chelsea are over. He's not in the club's plans and will only get a chance to play if a number of injuries come his way, so if any club wants to step up, he'll have to go. Rio Ferdinand feels the Chelsea star has been treated unfairly by the English manager. Colwill has started 5 games for the Blues this season, and his performances caught the eye of Southgate, who included him in England's squad for this month's UEFA Euro 2024 qualifiers. However, he was an unused substitute when his team drew 1-1 against Ukraine. Southgate installed the duo Harry Maguire and Mark Guehi at the heart of his team's defense. Ferdinand believes Colwill will not be happy to see the Manchester United centre-back replace him. English language expert says. For the other players, they would have sat there and thought, "Wow, that's amazing." Maguire starting. Someone who hasn't played a single minute. Not being a starter for his club can come in and wear an England shirt. There's Levi Colwill coming in, a young player. I was a young player too. If there was someone in my way who didn't play in front of me, I thought, he's not jugging me. I don't understand how you say, oh, we lack a little experience, so I will play it and gain experience. Juventus wants Dusan Vlahovic to sign a new contract even though he has shown a willingness to sell the striker to Chelsea in the last transfer window. According to La Gazzetta dello Sport, the old lady is ready to offer Dusan Vlahovic a 1-year extension with a salary increase. This comes after several media outlets, including The Guardian, reported that Juventus were open to letting him join Chelsea. The Guardian also claims that the Blues did consider recruiting Vlahovic, but the 23-year-old player ultimately stayed at the Allianz Stadium. The latest news is that Chelsea is said to have moved on from Dusan Vlahovic. It seems unlikely that Chelsea will reconsider a potential deal for Vlahovic, especially if he goes ahead to sign his new contract at Juventus. Fabrizio Romano reveals Chelsea's opportunity to reunite with Hazard amid rumors of his retirement. Fabrizio Romano has confirmed there is a concrete possibility Eden Hazard will retire from football following his Real Madrid exit, while the journalist also shut down claims the winger may return to Chelsea. Before, he has been offered contracts by clubs in France, Belgium, and Saudi Arabia. but has so far turned them all down. This gave rise to rumors that the 32-year-old player might retire. During an interview with Caught Offside, Romano revealed, "There is a lot of speculation about Eden Hazard, who is still a free transfer, but at the moment, I don't know anything concrete. There are many rumors circulating, but nothing further, because currently Hazard is still discussing retirement with his family and those closest to him. Retirement for Hazard is a concrete possibility, but it is not a final decision yet, and I think when we talk about a big decision like this for an important player like Hazard, I have to be respectful. It's the players who have to decide and communicate, not me or other journalists in general. For sure, he is considering retirement, but let's see what he decides. And I can say that all the rumors about the Belgian club or his return to Chelsea or another club, none of them are concrete or true." Kepa Arrizabalaga says he almost joined Bayern Munich before moving to Real Madrid. One of the stories from the past of manager Thomas Tuchel, who at that time was still Chelsea goalkeeper, Kepa Arrizabalaga. Kepa said, "Thomas Tuchel called me. I almost went to Bayern Munich. When a coach who doesn't play you often says he wants you on his team, it gives you a good feeling. However, due to circumstances such as the injury of teammate Thibaut Courtois, the possibility of playing for Real Madrid arose. In the end, Real Madrid is Real Madrid. When Real Madrid calls you, you don't have to think twice." Courtois, who recently suffered an ACL injury, will be out for longer, and Kepa will have the opportunity to showcase his talents in his native Spain. Chalobah is now expected to be frozen out after his move to Tottenham Hotspur failed to materialize. Chalobah is unlikely to feature much for Chelsea after Tottenham Hotspur failed to recruit him. That's according to the London Evening Standard, which claims that Chelsea consider Chalobah to be completely overmatched. It is stated that Chalobah could now be frozen by Chelsea throughout this season. Previously, Chelsea wanted $50 million to sell him, but that price would not be paid by any club. Bayern Munich are interested in a loan deal. Chalobah is seen as a replacement for Benjamin Pavard, but a deal cannot be done before the deadline. Tottenham then joined the race with Fabrizio Romano reporting on deadline day that Spurs had made an approach and again, the transfer had not materialized. Mauricio Pochettino appears ready to completely sack Chalobah, despite making the decision not to loan him out a bit strange. Frank Lampard on Lyon's managerial list. Olympique Lyonnais are considering appointing Frank Lampard as their new manager. Lyon announced on Monday that they and previous boss Laurent Blanc had agreed to terminate his contract with the club bottom of the League One table after 4 games of the season. 90 Min reported last week that former Chelsea head coach Graham Potter had been offered the chance to replace Blanc, but he turned it down following a meeting with Lyon owner John Textor. Sources have now told 90 Min that there is another former Chelsea boss that Lyon is eyeing, with Lampard considered a candidate for the job. Even though Lampard is admired by Lyon, he is not the only big name they are targeting. 90 Min understands that former Milan star Gennaro Gattuso is also on their list. Gattuso was most recently Valencia manager, leaving the role in January 2023 after half a season at the helm. The former Italian midfielder has had a tumultuous managerial career. He was almost appointed as head coach of Tottenham Hotspur in 2021, but it was protested by Tottenham fans. That same summer, Gattuso was announced as Fiorentina's new boss, but they agreed to terminate their agreement 2 weeks before his contract began.